Then from the next day, if his spiritual master doesn't scold him, he used to feel very upset. He used to hanker for the scoldings of his spiritual master, because he understood the spiritual master's scolding is good for him, for his benefit. Then he also became a famous acharya, and all many years passed by. Then finally, after years, one day he went to meet his guru after many years, and he asked his guru, Gurudev, what punishment should be given to a disciple who wanted to kill his guru? He's asking about himself, but he did not reveal that question is about himself. What punishment should be given? And the guru also very generally gave an answer. There is no remedy for this kind of offense, that somebody wanted to kill his guru. He should dug a pit, go inside the pit, and he should cover himself with paddy husk up to his neck, and set fire to the husk. If you set fire to the husk won't, burn like fire. It will be like, like that small flames on charcoal. That's how it burns. And what he set fire, he put himself in the pit, covered himself with the husk up to the neck, set fire, and he started writing this famous book. And the book was incomplete. Why it is incomplete? By the time he could finish the book, he's already dead. Right? So his guru was scolding all the time. Disciple was chastised all the time. So can we say the guru is not compassionate? That is the real compassion, because he had a genuine affection for his disciple. He is bringing up the disciple. He was shaping up the disciple properly. So in spiritual life, when we are among Vaishnavas, devotees may chastise us, devotees may scold us, devotees may insult us, find fault within us. That relationship is like jackfruit. You have so many jackfruit trees in that garden. No, I forgot that name. Where some few hours drive from KL, Lanchang farm, have so many jackfruits, very tasty jackfruits. So you can see the jackfruit, the external of the jackfruit is with full of thorns, and you can't easily cut it, and it's hard, it's a labor. But inside, it is such a sweet honey dripping fruit. There's a particular variety of jackfruit called honey jackfruit. Exactly, it tastes like honey inside, but you see that tough skin outside. So Vaishnava association, even a association with senior Vaishnava, our teachers, our guides, most of the time it is like jackfruit. But that is real compassion. Inside there is that sweet honey filled fruit. Another example is like Vishwamitra. Lord Ramachandra and Lakshmana were just finished Gurukul, young boys, very young boys, and they have never seen a battlefield in their life. That's just finished Gurukula and came back to palace, and the king loves them. Dasharatha loves Ram and Lakshman. Every day playing with them, embracing them, talking to them. Dasharatha is enjoying his time. And Vishwamitra walked in and said, send your son with me. I want Ram. And I'm taking Ram to kill the demons. Tadaka and her children. Dasharatha was panicked. My son never got an experience of a battlefield. He had never been to a battlefield. How can you be so heartless? How can you be so ruthless? Asking my son to come. I will come. I will lay my life for your sake. But Vishwamitra was so stubborn. He took Ram and Lakshman and walked away. Can we say Vishwamitra was not compassionate? No, for a higher purpose, he took Ram and Lakshman. Externally, it may look that Vishwamitra is ruthless and heartless and all these things. But somewhere deeper, like a mother's scolding will never be a problem for the son. Mother's scolding is full of affection, love. So compassion means protecting and carrying that soul's journey. That is real compassion. Not externally doing something. Even in the shloka Purport Prabhupada is writing, externally doing is all temporary. It's all temporary. Real compassion is the compassion for the soul. That is the real compassion. Lord Chaitanya's, Mahaprabhu's brother, Nityananda Prabhu, they were all there at home, very young, tender boys, glowing with brilliance and radiance, and young Brahmin boys. And sadhus will come, take some food in the Grahasta's house, householder's place. And when the sadhu is leaving the house, the householder will ask, what dakshina you want, what charity you want. And the sadhu will ruthlessly say, give me your son as my servant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's brother Vishwarupa was sent. Nityananda Prabhu was sent. Nityananda Prabhu's brother was sent. They all walked away with the parent, with the sadhu. And the mothers' hearts used to break and they shed tears and they faint and collapse. And many of those sons who had gone with the sadhus never came back. Especially Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's brother, Vishwarup. Vishwarup never came back after that. And they have never seen him also. Just sadhus coming and separating the sons from the family and walking away. Can we call this ruthless? No. The sadhus will take these young, brilliant boys and make them the messengers of God who can deliver the whole world. In India, many parents are upset that when their children go and join as a monk. Okay, genuinely the parents will get upset because it's true. But then, these boys turn into great personalities. If Shankaracharya's parents and Buddha's parents, they would have thought like that, they wouldn't get Shankaracharya, Buddha, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya in this world. We cannot say they were ruthless, compassionate. They were compassionate because they genuinely worried for the soul, because they know external pleasure and problems are temporary. Matra sparshastu kaunteya sita ushna sukha dukkada agama apayino anityastam stitikshasva bharata. External problems are temporary. It's like summer and winter season, rain and sun, it comes and goes. But we have to worry about the real thing, that soul, care for the soul. So, what is real compassion? Prabhupada is writing in Purport in some places, humanitarian activities of building hospitals, helping old people, poor people, these things are not real spiritual activities. Prabhupada was not very happy with that. Because many sadhus were building hospital, treating them and this thing, giving food, giving charity. Prabhupada said these things are all humanitarian activities. This is nothing to do with spirituality. Spirituality means realizing I am soul. I have got nothing to do here. This material world is dukkhalaya. Prabhupada said that. Humanitarian activities are not great. At the same time, one day in Mayapur, all that devotees have taken prasad, lunch, and that waste leaves, plates, and they have all thrown at a garbage, that street picking children, some 10-20 children jumped on the pile of that waste leaves, and they were chasing the dogs away and taking those leaves and plates and trying to collect whatever is left over, and they are trying to eat. Prabhupada saw this. His eyes were filled with tears. Then immediately Prabhupada said, if there is an ISKCON temple anywhere, no one around the temple for 10 kilometers should go hungry. See, you see, contradicting. One side Prabhupada is saying, these are all humanitarian activities, it has got nothing to do with spirituality, it's secondary. And another side Prabhupada said, if there is an ISKCON temple, 10 kilometers around, nobody should go hungry. In the books, what he wrote is philosophy, which is true. But a real Vaishnava, when he saw people struggling, his heart got moved. These people don't have food to eat. His heart got moved. And he passed this order. Nobody should go hungry around ISKCON temple. He made this thing. Then in Mayapur, they started distributing that lunch and prasad and things like that. And Prabhupada writes, he scolded one devotee. He was very, very conscious about his dress. One devotee, he used to nicely, wear dress and this and that. Very, very, his dhoti and all will be flowing very nicely, ornated. He used to dress like that. So Prabhupada once commented, this brahmachari will become a grahastha very soon. Prabhupada commented this. Because he was always very conscious about his dress. How does he look? He was to wear nice dress and nice dhoti and very conscious about his looks. Prabhupada said, this person will become grahastha very soon. He is going to get married. Then same Prabhupada told Giriraj Maharaj, a sannyasi, when Giriraj Maharaj was going out for preaching and Prabhupada saw him, he was wearing a torn shirt and not ironed proper shirt, and it was like shabby, because Maharaj was careless about his dress. Prabhupada said that famous statement, first dress, then you address. So you see, it's contradicting. Prabhupada said one thing another and completely controversial to that. So to understand what is real compassion, in ISKCON also nowadays, there are a lot of talks going on about devotee care. And we are trying to protect devotees. Sometimes if they don't give money, we try to give them money. If they don't get something else, then we try to supply, take care of them, health and this and that. Then off lately they found some devotees are exploiting this freedom and they are becoming lazy and lethargic. So what is the real devotee care? The devotee should be trained and he should be equipped and he should raise himself so that he can face the challenges of this world. Because nobody can save anybody all the time 100%.